Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me for Origami with Miss Cynthia. Today we are going 3D with origami, and I will show you how to create a 3D flower pop-up card. Now, let's get started. The supplies you will need are 3 sheets of paper, 8.5 by 11, glue, a pair of scissors, and some coloring supplies. Alright guys, so you'll get started with both of your sheets of paper. You'll start with 3, but you're going to be working with just the 2, but for right now set one of those sheets of paper off to the side. Now what we're going to do is cut a square out of the sheet of paper, so go ahead and bring this downward into a triangle, and you're going to cut off this side piece, so that rectangle shape, go ahead and just snip it right off, just like this. Alright, go ahead and open up your page, and there's a crease here right through the middle that we created. That bottom part of that corner, go ahead and align it to that crease there, and do the same thing to the opposite side. Go ahead and bring that corner to that middle crease. Now our next step is to cut around the triangles. Our goal is to cut out 4 smaller squares out of this. Alright, so there's 1 square. And we'll cut this other piece off. Square number 2, there's 3 and 4. And go ahead and set these off to the side. Now, the other sheet of paper, the second one, go ahead and bring that in and do the same exact thing. So go ahead and fold that into a triangle, just like this. Cutting off that side piece, like so. Alright, open it up. Remember, crease is right in the middle, so we're going to bring this one in towards that crease, opposite side, towards that crease, and then we cut our triangles. Now, this is going to also cut 4 of the smaller triangles, but we're going to need a total of 7 of these smaller squares at the end. But I will show you how you can use that one little square that's going to be left over all by itself. Alright, so go ahead and for the second round, that second piece of paper, go ahead and save 3, put those aside. And this one, we're going to use this later actually, so go ahead and set it aside. Don't toss it out because we are definitely going to use it. So we should have a total of the 7 triangles that we cut out. Now, we're going to do this one fold all the way through all 7 of them, okay? So you're going to grab your triangle that we just cut. Let me move these off to the side a little bit. Okay, so your one triangle that we cut, go ahead and just leave it, fold it in half. Make sure that the point of the triangle faces your right, and then the crease is facing your left. And what we're going to do is bring that bottom, bring it to the top, and crease. Now don't move it anywhere. The right side of that corner, go ahead and bring it upward, and crease there. Okay, you're going to do this through all 7 of your triangles, but now that I have you here and you're in position here, you're actually going to draw a petal. Now you can use your the petal in whatever shape you'd like, into a curve or probably a I don't know, like maybe like a pointy petal. So you know that sheet of paper that I said, hey, don't toss it out, we're gonna use it later. Now it's the time to let it shine. So bring it into that spotlight, put it on the bottom, And what we're gonna do is you're gonna form your petal from this edge all the way to this other end, okay? Now, if you wanna do a pointy one, you're gonna do a petal that's point or whatever shape you wanna give it. We're gonna do this to all 7 petals, okay? And the reason why we're forming this petal is because at the end, once we do this to all 7, we are going to cut them just like this, and then go ahead and set that off to the side. Okay, so let me show you one more time, okay? So bring in that triangle. We're going to fold it upward, and then this bottom right corner upward again. And since we are already in this position, we're going to form, drawing the shape of your petal that you want, and then we are going to cut all the way around. Okay, and then we're gonna save the little petals off to the side. All right, guys, so once you have cut on the design of your petal to all 7 of your pieces here, this is our next step. So you're gonna go ahead and open it up all the way. And what we're gonna do to your flower is cut one of the little petals off, just like this, okay? You're gonna do that to all of your petals. You're just gonna cut off one of the smaller petals of your flower, okay? And then that handy dandy little sheet, bring it on over. And what we're gonna do is you get to color it. This is the fun part where you get to color all of your petals. You can color them all the same color. You can color them all different colors, add some patterns. This is the time for your creativeness to come out. I'm gonna do my yellow. I hardly use yellow, so I figured I can bring in some yellow today. Now you can color the whole entire flower. Like I said, you can make them whatever designs you want on there. Just make them fun, make them colorful. Speaking of colorful, I did a set of black and just black, plain old black, and it actually looked pretty cool with the white page there. You could actually use some pencils also, and it'll look like kind of like a sketched flower. Okay, so once you colored in your flower, our next step is to glue your piece together. So what we're going to do is go ahead and grab some glue. Now, something that I did find out when I was working on this is try not to put glue in the whole entire thing here. Just put glue here on the very edge. And once we put glue here on the edge, you're going to bring this piece on over and just glue it into place here together like this. I want to show you before I actually put glue on here. And this actually creates a 3D flower for you, okay? Once you glue these pieces together, what we're going to do is flatten these out just like this and set these aside, okay? So let's rewind a little bit. So once you finish coloring your petal there, you're going to grab some glue and, or actually, let me get my little guy there. Okay, so we're going to put some glue on the edge here and bring this in just like this, and then just glue that together. And we're just going to fold this flat like this, okay? You're going to do that to all 7 of your petals. All right, you guys, so our next step is after you have glued them all together to make them look all 3D and you flatten them out a little bit, now some more gluing begins. Now I went to go grab some purple glue just so you can see where we will be gluing today. So grab your first little cute petal there, and what we're gonna do is glue the top and bottom. So I'm going to call these little curves, okay? So we have curve 1, curve 2, and then 3. When you're gluing, something that I did on trial and error, make sure that you're putting glue on the edge of your petal and not the whole entire thing. Otherwise, it won't do its pop at the end. All right, so we're going to put glue on the top and the bottom here. I'm going to rotate it this way, okay? So top and bottom. Grab your other petal and you're just going to glue it following that curve like this. And then grab petal, which would be number 3. You're going to glue it into spot number 2 there. Just like this. Okay? Now feel free to pause the video. I know this glue has to dry a little bit, but I'm going to go and show you where to put glue at this point, okay? The next step for you to put glue at is on a curve number 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to put glue 3, 4, and number 5, okay? So 3, and just right along the edge, 4, and curve number 5. Bring in another petal. And you're just going to glue it into place here, just like so. Go ahead and just press that down real good. All right, so here we go. We're going to put glue on 2, 3, but then we're going to skip a curve, and then 5 and 6, okay? So let's put glue on 2, right on the edge there. Curve number 3, and then we're going to skip this one and then glue 5, and then glue on curve number 6. Now grab another petal and we're just going to glue this all the way off to the side. Okay, so the ones that will have glue are these, and this one won't have. The one off far to the left there won't have any glue. So go ahead and glue that into place. And grab your other petal, and we're just going to glue that. I'm going to put a little bit more glue on this one. Okay. And just glue that there. Okay. Now our last little petal, this is going to be glued on loop number 3, 4, and 5. So curve 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so we're just going to add some glue there, glue here, and glue there. All right, go ahead and glue that into place, just like so. And this is a good time to add some pressure and just let it dry. But I do want to show you where we're going to put our flower at on the card. Okay, so bring in your, this would be your third sheet of paper, and you're going to fold it right through the middle, just like so. Okay, now you're going to bring your flower once it's all dried. Mine's still a little bit wet, but I do want to show you where to glue it. You're going to open up your card. You're going to put glue on the petal that's opposite to the one we cut originally at the beginning. So just a little glue there, and we're going to flip it over, and you're just going to pick a position on your card, whether you want it a little bit higher so you can do some writing on the bottom, maybe on the put your flower on the bottom. I'm going to stick mine right in the middle. You're going to glue that down, and then you're going to grab some more glue, and then the same thing, put glue on the opposite side of the petal that we cut, and you're going to fold this down, And this is a good time to add some pressure and then just let it dry, okay? Now, I did one ahead of time just because I knew my glue was going to be all wet. But I did want to show you, once it's all dried and you put some pressure on it, this is your 3D pop-up card. And you can write whatever you'd like in it. Let me show you another one that I did. I just decided to do a little bit of, positive, valued words all over the card. So this is your 3D flower pop-up card, guys. I hope you enjoy making this. Thank you so much for watching. Have fun sending these creative cards to bring someone a smile. See you next week for more origami fun. Bye!